I'm sippin', 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 I'm sippin'.
Sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
Now we good. I'm Gucci. I'm ready. I'm ready when y'all ready, man.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Sippin' with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Get your fucking life together. It's 2022 already. And I got my guy, man, Tbezy in this motherfucker today, man.
That part.
What's
Y'all
up,
already
you
know
good,
what's
brother?
up. What's up, bro?
Chillin', man. Appreciate you pulling up the co-host with me. You know what I mean? We got special guests. It's weird calling him a guest because it's like, Beezy know this. You know how you got friends to the show?
Like
But this nigga like family to the show. So it's damn near like he got shares in the shit.
Right.
But we got son of the 215
I'm
in
back,
here,
y'all.
man.
I'm back. What's up, y'all? Sam.
Fresh off the road, man.
Let's toast it. My man Award real quick.
Oh,
we
man.
toasted to that. A voice of a generation.
I appreciate that, man.
City
Shout out to
Dreams
City
and all that.
No, you got to drink. It's bad luck.
We got to drink. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's for my brother, man.
Appreciate
salute
that.
him. I salute him right here. I gotta give him his flowers. I had to pull up and give him his flowers to his face, man. You know
I
what
wanted
mean?
to congratulate you, man. You fresh off of a nice little tour, man.
Yeah, another one.
And
Another
I mean,
one.
like bigger and better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most
like,
definitely. Most definitely.
Like tearing them down. They know who you is when you get there now.
We
type
working.
shit.
We working.
You know what I mean?
We
How
working.
that feel, man?
That's amazing. People ask that all the time, man. Like how it feel. You know, it's like when you in the moment. You know what I mean? It goes so fast when you in the moment. But what only thing I can say is this is like, you know, it's a feeling of like, dang. I mean, me personally, I'm like, yo, I knew this was gonna happen.
And that's what I'm about to say.
It's all about when. You know what I mean?
I think it's different for you than a lot of motherfuckers, cause you know, and we talk about this. For a lot of people, this shit a lick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They hop in. They don't even know where it go, what to do. They just
Talk
try
to
and
me.
get something to pop. But for you, you've been working on your rap career since
For
you
a
was a
long
child.
time, bro.
So like this is on the vision board. This is
this
thought
was
out.
always
I bet
there.
Cousin know who you is, nigga. He know that. Remember, I told you when you came on and joined the other name. I forgot that shit, but he was
D-Bills.
like, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Shout
like,
out
he was
to
like,
D-Bills.
Bills. I was like, I know that nigga's son, bro.
I'm still D-Bills.
Buffalo.
Still Buffalo. He's still around.
I ain't Uptown. I'm West Side, so you
he's
gotta
still in there.
inform me. Sometime,
Definitely,
you know what I mean?
definitely. He's
No,
still
but
around.
if you uptown, you know though.
If
and that's
you
the
uptown,
thing.
you know, man.
That's
You
the
know.
thing, man.
We gonna tap into all that. But
That's
yeah,
the
like
thing.
Sam, like it feel like I said, bro. You know, just feeling like I kind of always knew it would happen. It just was about when you go through your little trials and tribulations and your road bumps and things that you know might deteriorate you from your goal. But if you don't let that happen and you keep moving forward, you'll get to your destination, man. You'll get there.
Absolutely.
You'll get there. And, you know, I'm getting mine. So it's all about now when I'm at the moments. It's just like seize the moment. Hit that big shot. You know what I mean? Knowing that I'm here now. I got to show off. Now I really got press play and
Got them blinders.
yeah, I got to take off
And
type
you know
time.
that'd be my twist. Go out, kill shit, come back. That's
There you go.
Because you got to get back safe. But
That's
your
why
job is your job.
Yo, and that be on my mind frame the whole time. Like it's just like getting back to Philly.
Gotta make it home.
Gotta make it back. Like no, I ain't come this far for people to be like, dang, you know what I mean? What happened? Someone was out there and this happened and nah, none of that.
And you know what? That's a real thing.
That's a real
Like
thing.
that's a responsibility.
People don't understand
You
that.
got a job. Like when you got things that you're supposed to accomplish out here, where you can affect people in a different way than the average person can, you have a responsibility to keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
Keep yourself decent. Keep yourself
What was it?
aware and intentional about how you move out here.
Maybe like I give it a day after being home. I'm in my brother DM like, yo, bro, what we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Fresh off the road. What's
Fresh
up? What
off
we
the
doing?
road. What we doing, bro? Let's get to it. Let's get back at it.
I see you in 2 days. What we doing?
Tomorrow, 5. All right, say
You know
no
what I
more.
mean?
I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Just on the simple fact that that's all I'm thinking about when I'm on the road. And you know me, I'm doing it for the city. I'm doing it for us.
Well,
so,
you run around with the city in your name.
oh
man.
man, you got to carry it right, man. And then you know what I mean, with the guys that you know I'm running around with, it's like it ain't no other way to carry it, man. Like the tour, I mean, it's amazing, man. You got Memphis Bleek.
I was about to say, how it feel standing next to them niggas, bro? You up there,
That Bleek
you up there,
energy
you
different
doing,
on stage,
you up there,
ain't
you
it?
doing your thing.
Niggas don't know Bleek a milestone
That's
stage.
why I had to come talk to
joints
you
he
about
gonna
it,
play
baby.
off.
I
I
was
know
about to
you
say,
know.
It ring out there.
I know you know. Listen, and to answer my man Tbezy question, like bro, like it feel good, but you know what makes it feel great when you see that them people is
Looking back at
reciprocating what you giving off, like, damn, this little nigga is dope. Like, hold up, that's him say that's Bleek feeling that, or that's Beans dancing to that, or that's Chris saying, yo, young and you hot. Like, that's the best part. Like, award. Like,
you got all the above out there.
Let's go.
Oh, all right.
Let's go now.
That's what it is. That's
like, all right, we here now. We on the course. Like Cole when he came in the league, and it's his first year. Remember Cole first year in the league? Like it was like he ain't find himself yet. It was like he was still finding himself.
But he was still talking crazy.
But he was still talking crazy. He knew he was him.
He was still talking crazy.
He was him. But it was like,
all
all right, you know, I'm gonna let the goats go out gracefully, and when it's my time, it's my time. And you know,
every time,
it's my time, man.
Every chance he got,
every chance.
But that's the thing, the dog.
Yeah,
the dog part. You take advantage.
Yeah,
they let you in. I don't give a fuck how much time I get, man.
I don't care if I got 2 minutes up there, man. I don't care if Free say, man, just give him a quick 16. I'm gonna get the craziest 16 I got in the stash.
But you know
what I mean?
As a Philly MC, you would be a sucker to not feel like that. We
You
watch
feel me?
Beans run around just to do one verse, bro.
I was about to say that's
It's
our
in our
motivation. That's
lineage.
what we
One
see.
verse,
I was about
like
to
we
say
seen it
It's
before.
in our lineage.
And every time it was acapella and he shut shit down. That's talent. You done did your thing. You want a big now let's keep it moving and we gonna build up the next part.
Facts.
That's part of
That's
it, man.
real rap TV, man.
I'm glad you said all of that.
We was
shit.
talking about that in the on the way home. Shout out my sis. Shout out Miss A, man. We was talking about that.
Miss A, man.
Shout out A, man. We was talking about that, like how, you know, on a what was that saying backstage?
That was the Hard Knock Life tour.
Yeah, the Hard Knock Life tour. When Hov would just bring Mac out just to spit that 16 or 22 or 32, however he gave him, but he would bring Mac out, and every time he smoked it.
He said he tried to change it one time, and Ho said, "No, that ain't the play."
You gotta spit that joint every
the joint.
night.
We running this play till the game over.
You know what I mean? And people don't see that, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, you putting it all on the line for these moments, man. So in my mind, it's like, man, I gotta make it work. I gotta make it happen.
I salute y'all for that, dog.
You know what I mean? And shout out the GOATs, man. What they doing is epic, man. They running around and, you know, giving that vibe, that feeling back, you know, of a great time in music, a great era of music. You know what I mean?
Providing opportunities.
While providing opportunities, man. Exactly.
You got Clemmy in the mix.
Exactly. Shout out Clem, man.
That's in the middle, because he
the whole Ohio, man. Shout out the whole Ohio, man. They showing crazy love,
Salute
man.
my guy Clemmy, man.
Yeah, and we got Freedom Thinkers out the O2, man. Shout out my man Mozzie Mike, Panda, man. Like it's a lot of cats moving. Yeah, you got it, man. I listen now. I'm bringing them down. They coming down, man. They gonna come down and, you know what I mean, mess around with the Philly network, man. So that's happening soon. But it's just a great time, man. It feel good. You know what I mean? I'm happy that I can be in the mix. You know what I mean? I tell Big Bro all the time. I tell Free all the time. Like, man, you know, thank you, bro. You know what I mean? Cause he ain't had to do none of that. He ain't do none of this. You know what I mean? Even though it's my talent that got me to where I'm at, thank you for it. You know what I mean? Seeing that in me. You know what I mean? Because some people, hey, man, I mean, it's a quick game. This a fly by night game, man. It's before you know it, it's over. So you got to focus on you, man. To take a special type of player to say, you know what I mean? Let me help the next man. Let me pull the next man on too.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
And as big a Free fan as I've always been, because you know how we rocked with the pride.
And you done been there out rocking with me with the Big Bro, so you know the vibe.
And he showed, you know, it was
You
all
know
good
the
for
vibes.
me. But it makes me respect and appreciate him so much more every time I see him open another door for you.
It's a great dude.
You know
man.
what I mean? Because it's just like, as dope as Black Thought is.
Yeah.
For instance, that one time I seen him walking down Vine Street, and he took a couple minutes to shake hands, ask niggas if they was cool and all of that, and he was by himself.
Come on.
That put him another notch higher for me.
Because
he could have kept it moving, and that would have been cool.
Exactly.
We'd have been good with that.
It took him 20 notches higher for me. When I
already
seen
know
him
what it is
working
out
with
here.
Dell. You know what I mean?
And that
Giving
was
Dell
another
an
thing that
opportunity.
gave me
Shout out my
another
brother
joint. It's like,
Dell
you
P,
boosted
man.
Dell.
Shout out to P.
You boosted Dell
These
P.
guys is
And
like
you see, he got the new video, and he wearing the Fly Team merch in the video,
as he should.
holding us down. So
Come
shout out
on.
to Dell P, man.
Shout out my
I
brother
don't think
Dell.
he
See
noticed
that
it.
bull, man.
He got that limited edition.
Yeah,
Dickie
man.
on it.
Yeah, man.
I got a chance to do a song with bro through my man in LA, man.
Oh, Dell.
Yeah.
Dell's special type player, man. That's my brother, man. Me and Dell got a lot more in store, man. We gave him something crazy in 2021.
Definitely.
Shout out Hookmaster Jazz produced
Definitely a
it.
good joint.
You know what I mean? This is it, Philly. Me and Dell went crazy on that, back to back on the second verse. It was magical, but we got way more in store, man. Way more in store. But
Del Peace under the 215.
oh my God, come on,
It's
man.
a hit.
But like you was saying, man, like free special dude, man. Like sometime I ain't gonna hold y'all. Sometime I be having to like really think. I think to myself like, dang, bro, you really with these guys that you looked up to, and you know what I mean. You studied flows and. But I tell Free and them all the time, like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, Philadelphia Freeway came out in what, 2002, 2003? I was graduating high school.
I was in Baltimore.
You feel me? So that was a soundtrack for me and my guys. That was our ride around music, our trap music, our every day that what we put on when we getting up, getting dressed, getting ready, go outside and jump off the porch. Like
that type.
It inspired a generation. You know what I'm saying?
Before all of that, the mixtapes was our AAU trip.
That was
the whole van.
That was the soundtrack for us.
Major figures and state property.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That was all we was listening to. Best of Dutch's Spade when that came out.
Even though I'm next to these guys and running with these guys and balling at a high capacity, I still look up to them. I still learn. Like me and Free was actually sitting backstage the other night after the show. We was at the after party right before we was about to perform. You know what I mean? This was Ohio, the Columbus.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we at the social club. Shout out my man DJ Poppy and them. What's up, Poppy? Shout out the whole Columbus. You know what I mean? We just killed Scully's. Now we at the after party and Free sitting there and everybody doing their thing, mingling, drinking, eating, laughing, joking. I'm sitting next to Free. And he start telling me this story because they was playing some of his records, and he started telling me a story about the record they was playing, about how Jay was on his bumper about him finishing this record. And he was like, man, you know what I mean? Jay kept coming in like, dang, you ain't done that yet. What, you need some bud? And said Free was like, yeah, that's what I need. He said Jay come back with a loaf for him. Finish that. You know what I mean?
No excuses.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, this is crazy right now.
Life.
6 degrees of separation. I'm saying my big brother was Jay's brother. Come on, man. It's different.
It's like when that man
It's
said
different.
my big brother was Big's brother.
It's different.
It's different, man.
It's different.
But you know what, man? First of all, before we go too far, I'd be remiss. When you spoke earlier about you knew that this was coming.
Yeah.
Safia knew that this was coming.
Most definitely.
You know
Shout
what
out
I'm
Brick.
saying?
Shout out my big sis.
I gotta say it for her because
Love
I
her.
know she'd have cut us off 18 times to give you your flowers
Oh,
if she
man.
was here.
That's
And
my
we
babe.
gotta make
That's
sure that
big
she's
sis.
mentioned in this space because she fights and prays for you just like you know what I mean.
First
anybody
bio.
else that's by you.
First
type of
bio.
shit,
You know
man.
what I mean? The first legitimate bio. Big sis put that together, man. And that was a crazy time. And that's why it's important for me to you know what I mean, sit down with my brother every chance I get, you feel me? Because these is people that, you know what I mean, been around for the whole journey of my career and what I'm trying to do. So I'll be wanting to let y'all know, like, listen, man, everybody's in my plans. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We all gonna eat off this lick right here. You know what I'm saying? Real Rap TV.
Everybody got a part to play. Back to
Yeah,
yours.
come on, let's get these views real quick, Sam. Let's do this interview so we can get a quick 5,000-10,000 views off of this because we popping right now. You
That
feel
part.
me?
I heard that. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, aside from that, you know what I mean, just seeing you moving, you know what I mean, I ain't one of the, I know I'm not the only nigga, but niggas motivation, the nigga just keep fucking grinding.
Hey,
you know what I
man.
mean?
I
I be,
appreciate that,
Kev, my
TP.
man, so I be hitting
Yeah.
Kev up, you know what I mean? Kev like Tbezy, you know what I mean? We be having the conversations, you know what I mean?
Shout out Hennessy Cav. That's my
Kev,
dog, man.
Kev tell me, nigga, get the shit done now. Nigga, put your
Yeah,
hard hat on, nigga.
most definitely.
Get
You
to
got
it.
to. You
So
got to.
when niggas like that telling you get it popping, and then you know what I mean, you see him moving and you know what I mean getting shit popping with you and shit. It's
Most
like,
definitely.
you doing all the right shit. Nigga.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna give Beezy some flowers because it takes something to do what Beezy do. You know what I mean? And I understand that. Like, he got to run the situation, host the situation, pop up at the other situation, still wear this hat while, you know what I mean, might have to be the opening performer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Hey,
seen him go first and second and still bring the energy
So-
when the room ain't know what
ain't
the
gotta
energy
do a
was
whole
supposed
lot.
to be.
'Cause that's
And
how it's supposed
that's
to
saying
be.
something.
Cause that's how it's supposed to be, bro. Like, and I don't know, like, it's the job, bro. That's
Come
the
with
part.
the
Where,
territory,
that's the
bro.
part where it's work. Like people
Yeah.
think that this shit is fun and games. No,
They
it's
see
not
the-
fun and
they
games.
see the-
'Cause guess
they
what?
see the
When you
glitz
look
and
at this shit
glamour.
on camera, bro, and niggas is just standing there and they just looking around, you ain't doing something right. Now, when people standing there and they looking at you, and that's when that's when you doing something right. When you see people, bopping their heads and paying attention, that's when you doing something right. You know what I mean? And if you up there, you feel like that your shit got the quality to do that.
Yes,
so
sir.
if you feel like your shit got the quality to do that, just like OG said, put your hard hat on because it's time to go to work. And
Yes, sir.
That's
And shout out my
work.
brother again, man. Shout out Hennessy Cav, man.
Absolutely.
See, what a lot of people don't know about, or may know or may not know about me and Cav relationship. Really, like that's my dog before anything. But we've been rocking. It's like a long time. Like you could go do the research and go all the way back to. I think like 2000 and what was it? Maybe 19. Kev put together an event at Voltage, and it was called the Road to South by Southwest, where the winner got a trip to South by Southwest to perform and a sit down with a major label, which was Sony. You know what I mean? And that's when I was going by the name D Bills. I won that whole situation, and there was some hitters in there that night. And mind you, Cav wasn't even my representation yet. We ain't even get to him managing me yet. We was just, filling each other out, working together. You know what I mean?
He told me the story, so I know. Yeah,
I win that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say I make his job easy, just like he make my job easy. Like, you know what I mean? And I say that to say to you young artists,
a jewel.
yeah, like a lot of people will come up to me and be like, yo, man, you know what I mean? I'm going to talk to Kev. I'm going to get Kev. I'm going to do this with Kev. And I'm trying to tell people out there, I want to make sure I say this on Sippin' with Sammie show because it's my brother. I'm going to give him everything. I make Kev job easy. You feel me? Very easy, man.
I always described you as real coachable.
You know what I mean? But it's like, it ain't no other.
Coachable, like,
that's the
as
perfect
an artist,
way to put it.
He real coachable.
You feel me? I'm going to give you the product that needs to be pushed. You know what I mean?
Work out when you ain't got
I'm gonna work when you need me to work. I'm gonna show up on time to get the work done. I ain't gonna complain, and I'm gonna make it easy because you're gonna have some good product to push, man. And I'm gonna bring this to the table. We meet at the table. Kev might say, "Well, look, I got this." I might say, "Well, look, I found this." You know what I mean? It's a lot of different people I've introduced Kev to throughout his journey in Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
Even as far as people that he may have known, and I had to say, "No, listen."
Nah, you're bull.
That's somebody we really need to be connecting with more often. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to move when it comes to.
It's called building.
Yeah, management and I once heard somebody say I think it's micromanaging. Like you don't got to micromanage me. Like, you know what I mean? Kev, no, we could go somewhere and he could be like I remember, for example, prime example, we was up at getting ready to do the Shade 4-5 freestyle. It was me, Free, and Clemmy. We was up there with Gray Rizzy. You know what I mean? Y'all can check that out on the YouTube page. Go subscribe, Sunday 215, everything on the YouTube. But you know what I mean? We was up there, and I'm the new guy. I'm the young gunner, so I'm gonna go last. You know what I mean? So we on the time frame. So Kev like, listen, we got to go. I need you to take this John. Like, you know what I mean? Because, times of the essence. They got people waiting that's coming in to get ready to do their interview.
You got smoke.
Time is money. So we like, I need you to take it. Can't mess up. Can't do nothing. Da. It's a lot of pressure for, you know what I mean, some cats. Especially when you put on the spot, going there.
It's on my Shade 4-5.
You know what I mean? And wanted to give them some more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You watch the joint, you hear at the end of the joint, I say, man, I got some more for y'all too, man.
But that been your MO though, like.
Because pressure, you know what it is saying? Pressure can bust a pipe or pressure can make a diamond, man.
That's some real shit.
And like.
It could go them two ways,
and
man.
it goes back to what we said before about preparing for these moments.
Yes.
About like wrapping your head around
Talk
this
to
shit
'em,
every
Sam.
night, every morning. Making it a part of your lifestyle. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it gets to the point where you so overloaded with shit, you can't wait to bust. And that be the only reason you'll stumble, because you be done tried to spit 3 in 1.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And
Come on.
and mind you, I'm an artist too, but I'm not that prepared that I know I got 1,000 bars whenever they say go, but I'm a fish for them. We gonna fight for that because I'm a freestyle. I got some shit, and at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let the opportunity pass. But this one,
Come on, man.
I know this nigga got a notebook in here.
You know what it is?
He got
It's
a
like,
notebook in there.
it's like
man.
I look at it like, man, I try to be a lyrical athlete, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people be like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I'm not taking this away from people that don't write or don't, do none of that. But me, this is what I love to do.
You gotta put some time into that.
So
shit.
I'm trying to perfect my craft every minute. Like I'm studying I study the song format, and I go back and listen to the GOATs and how they broke a flow down or broke a song down, or dad what was big on when he wrote dissed a joint. Like, dang, look how Pac pieced that together. Or, look how Mac and Free went off on this joint.
Go
You feel
back
me?
to Sunday morning.
And that's just like a ball player in the gym.
I'ma always go back to Sunday morning, bro. I ain't know who the fuck Maroon 5 was.
Yeah.
This was years ago. This was early
Songs
in
about
their
Jane.
fate. And this nigga wanted us to help him remake Sunday Morning, which
Songs
is a
about
fucking
Jane.
smash. And when he did it, the way you got on that joint,
Yeah. And
it
that's
sounded
wild.
like he was featured
I
on it,
forgot
because
all
every
about
time they
that.
left space on there, he
was
was
on
in
it.
there and he was saying the perfect shit. It wasn't like he was fishing to make
Nope, stayed in the pocket
at
of the
that time
record.
a Bill song.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was
It was
fishing
just
to
coming
do that.
together.
He was right
That's
in
how
there,
it's
and
supposed
I'm
to
like,
be.
yo,
And that's having love for the just love for
this
music.
nigga's a student.
Listening to that song and be like, yo, you know what? It'd be dope to have somebody with
still
some
got it
bars
somewhere.
on here. Oh man, we gotta find that. We gotta find that.
Me and
Sam,
Poe
you
got
got
it.
a lot of hidden gems. I know you got
Me
hidden
and Poe got
gems.
it.
Poe too. Poe always pull out. Shout
We
out
was
Poe,
riding around
man.
in your old shit
Poe,
one
what's
day,
up,
man.
Poe? Poe got
Listen.
everything, man. I gotta stick him up, man. When I catch Poe, man, he gonna load me up, man. He
I
gonna
gotta
load me
tap
up.
in. I gotta tap into some old shit.
Oh man, listen, that's why I said D Bills is still around, man.
I
Like,
gotta tap in.
you know what I mean? D
Everybody-
Bills really ain't
everybody
go
need- I
nowhere,
gotta
man.
tap in.
And it's not dated. Like sometimes production could get dated, but when
Yeah.
you listen to the
It's still relevant.
Man,
It's
hot
still
shit is hot
and the
shit.
cadences and shit.
Hot shit is hot shit.
and that's just what it is.
Hot shit is
You know
hot
what I mean?
shit.
You ain't even gotta explain.
Man,
it,
that's the thing, bro.
Hot
Like,
shit is hot shit.
it's since then, like I survived a lot of different eras of Philly hip hop. Still surviving. You know what I mean? That
Still listen to
yeah,
Ricky
that
out, bro.
that
Well,
that.
hold on.
Ooh, all right, here you-
Hold on.
Here you go.
You
Here
are
we
no-
go.
You are no longer just
Here we go.
surviving, man.
We
You got
we-
a whole movement behind
Yeah,
you. There
yeah.
is this thing called a new Philly.
Mm.
True or false?
I know. Yes,
All
very
right,
true. Very true.
So like,
Very true.
you not just surviving. You
Nah.
on some general shit
Yeah.
because now you leading troops.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? That's the next level. We not going to dumb
New
it down.
Philly.
And I love you being humble.
No, I love
But I'ma
you taking
talk
it
my
there.
shit
I need
because
you to. That's what I came
you
for.
running around the country with Freeway.
Yeah, most definitely.
Ain't no
The
other
bearded
nigga
legend.
out of all the talent that we
That's
know,
OG
you
for
know
real.
what
Not
I
that
mean,
I seen.
respectfully, that's saying that right now.
Not that I
It's not
seen.
too many that could have said it in the last dub
Yeah.
of Free bubbling and popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And the people that can
Facts.
say that and that have said that are greats. They greats. And they eat down to the smallest fraction of the person. You know
Right,
what I
like
mean?
the
The person
young
that
gunners
had
in
the
them,
30
right,
seconds
They
on the
already,
shit.
they was it.
They
Yeah.
that. So it's like, you're not just surviving, but explain
Yeah.
New Philly for me though.
The
since
new
we there.
Philly, man, is you know, New Philly was just at first it was a song, a phrase, but it always made sense to me. Like, man, it's the new Philly. And when I say that, I even
Shout
say
out
it
to
in the
Sue.
song, man. Like, you know what I mean? No disrespect to the gods. I'm not saying that the old Philly isn't relevant or anything from the past that was done is irrelevant. That's what brought us to now. You know what I mean? The Gambler Huff era brought us to the free and state prop era.
Talk about
The
that.
state,
That was one of the
you know
first
what I mean?
studios I ever been to in my life.
And the you know what I mean? The Eve and the Roots and all that era and Jill and music brought us to the era that's now. When I say new Philly, I mean that this is us saying, yo, we tired of the world overlooking us and thinking that, you know, Philly can't be made. Like, people just always like to say, oh, Philly just got hot. They got hot spitters. They got this and that. Yeah, we know that. Of course we do. Jadakiss said we got the hottest spitters in the world, but
Damn,
we got our
everybody say
own genre of music, if you really want to be technical about it.
We got a few.
You know what I'm
own
saying?
sound.
We got our own sound.
We got
We
our
were
own sound.
dubbed the sound of Philadelphia. The Philadelphia sound. Like, have we forgotten
Because
that?
if we go anywhere, the first thing somebody gonna say is what?
That's
You
Philly.
got your own sound. You don't sound like nobody else.
And our sound is known to be soulful. Think of any of our artists that's dope, that rose to the occasion. Even the guys that's doing it now, the Meeks, the Cord, the
All the way
Uzis,
back to the 50s.
You know what I mean? All the way back to then. Like, we've always had that soul, that Philly, that mute. Like Free said, it's that Philly music, that music you can feel. You know, he said it. It's that music you can feel. It's that Philly music. You know what I mean?
And on top of that, if you play that shit for some niggas, and you gonna know because they not gonna bang that shit if they can't feel that shit. 'Cause that's
Not
just
at
what
all,
it is.
man. And nowhere around the map that I have gone, man, I've never found someone who hasn't been a fan of the Philly movement. I'm talking to a homie of mine, an artist I'm getting ready to work with from Boston. Shout out Boston. And a little homie was like, yo, man, like, you, like, when I listen to your music, like, it make me want to come to Philadelphia. Like it makes me think I want to be in Philly. I want to see what Philly is about. He's making me feel like I want to go to Philly. Like that was my whole agenda. Like I feel like, all right, I assignment complete. Not complete because I got more work to do, but they're understanding the assignment. You feel me?
Somewhere like they hear you.
That's what we needed.
So now we gotta make you an ambassador because you up in the tourism.
Yeah. Yeah,
you getting the
Facts.
tourism dollars up.
Facts. That's what Sam, the New Philly was about. That's why I say, New Philly wasn't on the intro of Hitting Gems. New Philly wasn't a gimmick. I created a genre. They was buying designer, a strong blueprint for the ones coming behind us. Like it's a genre. New Philly is a genre, man. This is what we doing now. You know what I mean? Come down. We got the Sippin with Sam's. We got the GLOCAWEAR radios. We got the 1122s. We got the Freedom Thinkers Academies. We got everything that y'all any other places got. We got too, man. You know what I mean? It ain't no more of that. That's like, oh man, it's nothing in Philly. Or they got hot artists, but there ain't no reason to go there. What I need to go to Philly for? You know what I mean? Nah, man, them days is over. This the New Philly. We can be a New York. We can be a Miami. We could be a Vegas. We could be a Cali. All these melting pots of where people want to go to push their music.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
It's like, fuck.
What's that? We got the back blocks in the row homes. That's about it.
I was about to say it's the back blocks.
We still
y'all love it.
We
though,
still
right?
got the
Y'all
great.
love that though, right?
We still got the great music.
They love it.
We still got the great food, the beautiful women, the real people, the rich culture. Like we still got all of that, man.
Right.
It's a real place, but it's like, come on, man, it's real everywhere. It ain't where you from, it's where you at. Like your man Hope said, man, it ain't where you from, it's where you at, man. And now it's like this the New Philly, man. Yeah, we gonna hit the road. We gonna get out there and hit the road and spread the message, but we also gonna say, hold on, y'all gotta come down here and come kick it with us too. Come say, like Mike said back in the 70s, he said I had to record my whole project in Philly when they was recording the Jacksons. You know what I mean? When when Jermaine left and they was recording the new album, Mike said they had to come and record their whole album in Philly. And why? Because he said they had to work with Gamble and Huff, because at that time Gamble and Huff was the best producers out. That's what I'm talking about.
They recorded that joint on. It was the joint on Broad Street.
Yes.
That's the first.
You know what I mean?
That's not there no more.
What happened to that?
That's the first joint.
What happened to that? People
that
saying I gotta
shit.
go there. That's what I'm advocating, man. Look, go check out my man new freestyle. Free just dropped a crazy freestyle on his page, man. You know what I mean? Crazy John. And he talking Philly all crazy in that joint.
White car?
No, this joint he's sitting in the car.
All right,
you know what I mean? Got the green on with the freeway hat on, but he talking Philly all through that joint. Sam, you gonna love that joint. But that's the time we on right now, man. Like that's the meaning of the New Philly for all those that want to know, man. It's the New Philly. We backing us. You know what I mean? We supporting us. We pushing our city forward. We putting the city first, man. And you know what I mean? I'll be an example for that. I'll put myself on the chopping block for that. Like, you know what I mean? Because people always say like, dang, Son of 215, that's a major name to have on your back. You sure you can carry that? Yeah, I'm the perfect one to carry it.
He holding it down.
I'm the perfect one to carry it.
And when you say holding the city down, that's across the board. All three of us.
Yeah.
We all in the community too. Like, we all part of City of Dreams Coalition. You know what I mean?
That part.
Shout out City of Dreams. Sis, what's up, baby?
We all have other entities that we focus on to lend a hand to and to make sure that we show up for. But I think not as a pat on the back, but just to let people know, like, it ain't just running around rapping all the time.
Nah,
fuck no.
You ain't gonna say you holding the city down just because you get on stage and you let your nuts hang. You know what I mean?
It's a whole lot more to it.
What you doing outside of that? What you doing outside of that? You advocating
It's a whole
for
lot
something?
more
You trying to help
to it,
somebody
man.
feed their family? Trying to put some money in somebody's pockets? What you doing?
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's a long line of that in Philadelphia, man. You had so much to tap into. Like you said, City of Dreams Coalition. You know what I mean? GLOCAWEAR Radio. GLOCAWEAR Radio, I feel like it's a hub. It's a stop that any artist, mainstream, underground, independent, coming through Philadelphia needs to stop at a GLOCAWEAR Radio. You know what I mean? You know how many goats or legends have came through and blessed that, that platform?
Religiously.
everybody that come through Philly that's popping. I don't give it if it's a Little Durk or a Jay-Z. Like they need to be at a GLOCAWEAR radio along with the 99 and any other stations that we got in Philadelphia, man. That's what I'm saying, because I know I see it when I'm out on the road and I'm hitting these other cities. That's how they carry it. Like, oh, yo, you gotta come through here. You gotta shout out Auntie House in Ohio. Ohio got this crazy platform called Auntie's House, and we was out. Yeah, it's dope. It's basically like they got a setup, bro, where it's like a crib, but they set it up like it's a trap crib, like Auntie's house, and they got the pots and all that in the sink, and you go in there and you spit a 16, they tape it and all that, and then promote it, and all the dope artists from all over come through that joint. It's kind of like the joint off the porch in Atlanta. You know what I mean? They set up, it's like it's an auntie house. Okay. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, this is dope.
That's what I was thinking of when you was putting that shit in perspective. I'm like,
oh, that's great. This is lit. Like, this what y'all doing? Yeah, you got to come through.
But bigger than it being it, it's the play. It's respected. We gotta hold each other's shit up, because at the end of the day, GLOCAWEAR as a company has been around for over 20 years, but as a station, it's been around for a long fucking time.
And the brand is
and it's real support. It's real artist support. I hear a lot of people that I fuck with music in there when they don't know they shit playing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean on a regular basis. I got this show in there. Let me speak real quick about this. I got this show in there, and for the last few weeks, all the people that's been popping up for like the first time they ever been to Friday, they like, yo, all this is local music, and I ain't heard none of this shit.
Look at that.
And I've been loving all of this shit, and that's just a testament to what we try to fulfill and accommodate over there, and what you would get if you pull up with that fire, especially if you somebody that we believe in. Like we riding, man.
The fucking chemist. Somebody call Domino's. Luigi get Mario.
Desperado, no Legos, no jokes in his bitch. Rim tilted, J filtered, on the low when it's mixed.
Bitch.
Poppy, I don't need her.
Nah.
Slow stroke while I feed her.
Yeah.
Rap, she a Peter. Inhale in my Peter.
Oh.
Slow grind, how it starts out.
Right.
You on the side, throwing darts out.
Right.
Slice smirk, got her thoughts out.
Oh.
This slick shooter, what her thoughts about.
Oh.
Mosey on for one. Close the door, you run.
Lock it.
End it when she know this ball. Watch the table, you know the score.
And I be telling artists all the time, man, that I connect with when I'm out on the road or moving around outside the city. I tell them all the time, like, yo, man, you gotta come down. Y'all gotta come through. Come to Philly, man. We got this going on. We got that going on. We got this. We got that. Like, we got pull up. Like,
no, and that's real shit.
You know what
Because
I'm
they
saying?
fuck with us. Like, I done had niggas from fucking Louisiana down here. Like,
bro, y'all would be
on
surprised,
the road from
man,
Miami, pick up niggas in Atlanta, get off the road at 3 o'clock and pull up straight to the station. You know what I mean? For the 4 o'clock joint, like
y'all
from
be
a straight
surprised,
trip from
man.
Miami.
How many people are
was
fans of Philly, the Philly culture and the Philly sound, the Philly music scene, our fashion, our style, our way of life, man. Like, and that's just what I'm like. What better message to spread, man? Like,
I'm obsessed about that shit. Like, I know you probably are too. Like, as far as when it comes to like our lifestyle, our fashion, our representation, like. I really care about keeping Philly shit. Like,
no, real
you know
shit.
what I mean? I said in the one song on 500 Bodies, I said, a Philly beard make a boss disappear, huh? Like, you gotta realize, like, they have adopted our culture to make motherfuckers this just by having the look of what everybody got an old head around here that look like. You know what I mean? That don't nobody in that city even cut like that.
Philly is just it's just a special place, man. That's what I always like to tell people, man. It's a special place. I know it's special to me, man.
Yeah, but we need our credit.
You know what I mean?
Just like Atlanta, just like New York, just like Cali, just like
that's
influence
you
and
feel
write
me?
everything.
You know what I mean?
You feel
just
me?
Like motherfucking St. Louis, just like everybody else got their
It's
little
like,
fuck,
all right, yeah,
y'all
you
gotta
know,
fuck with us.
Philly got the
But
hottest
we
rappers.
we
That's
write
cool
half
and
of they
all,
shit.
but I want more than that for us. Like, that's
Real
cool. Yeah,
shit.
we got the hottest
When you
rappers.
really start
yeah, all
talking to folks, bro, our pens is behind everything.
And way more than that, I'm talking about look all in through entertainment. And I just was watching this show the other night. And my shout out wifey. Wifey had to put me on this. This was the I think it's called Mott's Elementary.
No, it's
Abbott's Elementary.
Abbott's.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that shit fly.
And little
My young boy on it.
But you know Shorty from Philly. Mm-hmm. Made us the show about the Philly
The
school
Philly public
system.
school system.
And it's on ABC.
Yeah, it's on Hulu too.
I'm like, babe, where she come from?
That's what I watched.
What is it called again?
Abbott's Elementary.
Abbott's Elementary.
And she and she
Oh, it was coming on and then I left out or something or fell asleep.
and wifey been following Shorty
remember
since
the name.
like back on her, I guess, TikTok days or whatever. Like she went from TikTok to having her own show
that's a big
on
deal.
ABC.
And it's real.
And it's dope.
It's like you don't feel like there was any compromising in that.
But the best thing about it is, look what she's addressing, the Philadelphia school system. Her experience going through the school system in Philadelphia. Like, I'm like, yo, that tripped me out. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's what I mean when I say the new Philly, man.
No, yo, but I don't even know what that shit is about because I never seen that shit. But just hearing what you talking about
Bro,
and being in
It's literally just about
being
that.
in politics
You
and
feel
knowing,
me?
I'm just like,
Whoa,
that shit sounds super
that
dope
was
because in
heavy.
Philly is what I was trying to do when I was in Harrisburg. Like I went to Harrisburg, I flipped the whole board. They had motherfuckers in there that was not doing shit. They was fucking up money. The school system wasn't doing shit, wasn't getting shit. They wasn't doing nothing no more. So it was time for them niggas to go. So, you know what I mean? I told these motherfuckers what they needed to do. They did that shit and we won. The whole board flipped. And I was trying to do that shit here, but you know Philly politics.
And you sitting here with three, you
Philly
sitting
politics is the
here
worst.
with three black young men who all experienced their time in the Philadelphia school district. Do you feel like that a show about the Philadelphia school district needed to be had? Like that to me
Absolutely.
was so dope, man. Like wow, that to me was super dope. Like that's dope. That's dope. And she started from TikTok and boom, and it's on ABC.
It's like seasons. It's different seasons.
Hey,
Just stay on season 1.
This just
Oh, it
started.
just started.
But
Oh,
my whole
okay.
thing
Damn,
is like,
can't
damn,
binge
she
watch.
went from TikTok to ABC. Oh, that's heavy.
No, she bossed up, and I mean,
Or what
but
it-
see, our black women writers and directors have been killing
man, we
lately,
all
man,
over.
and they
We all
putting
over.
out shit that matters.
We all
And
over.
You
it's
know
dope.
one of my favorite fucking ones? Issa Rae. She be
Come
No,
on.
Issa a bad motherfucker. So is Lena Waithe. But
Hell yeah.
shout out to
And
Camden.
represent- and shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Camden Coley. Shit, the last episode, you know, the two young boys that kept grinding up the white teacher. Mm-hmm. The short one with the hair. That's
the
my
youngin'.
that's my man's
Come
son.
on, and it's giving
That's my man's
opportunities.
You
And
know
it's,
what I mean?
it's about a school in South. What is it? South Philly or
in
Southwest?
Philly, and he from Jersey, but like
It's giving opportunities, man.
young boy talented. Like Diddy know who
It's
young
giving
boy is.
opportunities,
You know what I mean?
man.
He one of them.
Yeah, man, it's giving opportunities, man. And shout out, you know, they just they rebooted the Fresh Prince. You know,
Yeah,
Bel Air.
yeah. I want to see that.
Bel
Free.
Air's
free
gonna be
in
dope.
there.
Yeah,
Free got a role in
When
there.
that
I
joint
seen
come
Free
out, like
pulled
the
up.
4th, right?
Free got a role in there.
Easy the block captain.
Easy the block captain
Jay
in there.
Black.
14th?
Come on, man. Come on. Shout out my big bro too, man. Shout out Jimmy the Saint, man. Jimmy the Saint making things happen, man. We
Absolutely.
just shot an epic movie, you know what I mean, that's coming out this year, man. You know, Nobody's Son. Nobody's Son with the son of the 215, man.
That part.
That's how
That
we
part,
carrying it,
you
man.
heard?
Shout out Jimmy, man. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that movie on the way, man. He putting people in movies and you know what I mean, Prime and Tubi and all that, man. Like shout out to Black De Niro doing his thing with the movie,
Absolutely,
with the
man.
movie genre, man, on
Hell
Netflix, killing Netflix all crazy, man. Like, come on, man.
Black-
That's what I mean by
And
the
Black
new Philly.
is Black legit with that
He's
directed shit at this
Come on,
point,
man.
man. He done did that shit to death by
Come on,
now.
man.
He really like we got some machines.
This is that's what I mean by the new
That's
Philly.
the
Like, this
thing.
is a beautiful place to come to shoot a movie. You know what I mean? This is a beautiful place to come and want to record your album. Yeah, it
And
ain't
they been
no,
doing
we
it.
might not got no
they been
beaches or
doing it.
palm trees or this or that. Yeah, this the hood. Yeah, you might got the row
I don't
homes, but
know.
so what?
Mark
It's the-
Wahlberg
I
was
don't know
shooting
how many
movies here
songs on my
forever.
album I could record on the beach.
it's a beautiful
Motherfuckers
struggle.
always shoot
Yeah, I
movies.
need a
I'd
little
rather
ground
have
on
that.
my album.
I'd rather be able to walk outside the studio and touch the people and see like the beautiful struggle and get inspired. Like, oh yeah, you know what? I gotta go. I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm scared to write an
crazy.
album on the beach.
You feel me? Like I feel like maybe that's when you not out of touch, but it's like my feet is up. I'm lax now. You know what I mean? I'm getting a little lazy with it.
The beach is the motivation to finish the album. We gonna finish the album up here where it's cold, and then we gonna
And
go
we
out
got
there.
some-
My bad, bro. And we gonna go out there and celebrate on the beach.
And we got some of the best producers and best engineers
Absolutely.
and best writers and Yo, man, it's so much here, man. So much here, man. So much here, and I'm proud to be
Ones
spreading
that
the
y'all never
message,
even
man.
heard of, man.
I'm
Now,
proud to
I
be
want to
spreading
be
the
fair
message.
real quick because earlier I heard
What's up,
something. I
Sam?
don't know if you heard it.
What's up?
Beezy was like, you was going by and you was like, D Bills. And he was like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'm from West. I ain't from Uptown. You heard it, right?
Right,
You heard it.
I caught it.
I be catching it
I
when it
caught
comes.
it. I
What
caught
part of
it.
West you from, Beezy?
64th Street.
64?
Shout out 6'4".
God damn, you damn near Yating.
That's the bottom.
That's all the way
No,
up.
that's up.
That's
That's damn near Southwest.
Okay.
No,
okay.
it's not Southwest.
It ain't?
Southwest side.
60
That's once you
3
cross
blocks down.
Market Street, then you on the South Side.
Right.
Then then you almost in Southwest. Once you get to like 58th and Baltimore,
So you at 64th and what?
Hereford.
Oh, you down. All right, cool.
Shout out West, man. Shout out West.
See, man.
What was always dope to me about West is, see, I grew up going down north on the weekends. My grandma lived in the SMS section, the Strawberry Mansion
All my
section.
grandparents.
And
is
shout out to
in West.
anybody
Right
that stretched
around-
from 52nd Street all the
Right
way up
around
to
Fairmount Park. So I used to love the simple fact that when I was little, my mom used to always tell me once we crossed that bridge, the Strawberry Mansion Bridge, it was like boom, you go around the bend, you in West.
Uh-huh.
And she
Straight
would
through the
tell me
park.
how she would walk from whatever school she went to. I think it might have been Old Brook, one of them schools she
It
went
had
to
to
in
be-
West, and she would walk, home.
It had to be the Brook.
It was
if
the
it was
Brook,
a high
I think.
school, it was the Brook. But it also could have been like B.
Yeah.
That's one that's close.
'Cause we lived-
But that's
my grandma
if
lived
you
on
walking,
30,
You from
like,
Beebe, you a young buck.
33rd,
32nd,
32nd, and
It was back then.
yeah, like
It
it was
was
the
back
Brook,
then.
I believe. But that was always dope to me. Like I always thought that was dope. Like dang, like hot dang, you be in North right here, and then boom, you in West. Like that was always dope to me.
To me, that was just always the ducky route back. You know what I mean, through the park, when.
Shout out to West, man. But you know
Like
we
I
uptown
said.
guys, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all niggas.
But uptown
y'all,
or West is like we a lot alike, man. We a lot alike in a lot of ways, man. Now I know a lot of fly guys.
I was about to say, I think we probably all fly
out
as
of
shit.
West, man.
We definitely always fly as shit.
A lot of fly cats that came out of West, man.
That's why we always look at each other when we
Yeah,
first meet each other. Like,
and coming up, West had a lot of bad joints, man. Bad
Yeah.
little chickens coming up, man. West,
Overbrook let out.
y'all
used to
had
be,
a lot of bad joints.
Overbrook High School let out used to be like
Yeah,
powerhouse.
Overbrook was one of them. One
Brook
of them
let out
joints.
always,
Used to skip
especially when the Shake
shoot
Shack
over
was
the
open.
brook. Somebody
And you
had
know
a
what
window.
else was another good joint? Central. Where's Central at?
Absolutely.
Up top.
Up top.
Up top. You
You
know
gonna
what I
get
mean?
a winner at Central.
But yeah,
See,
definitely.
we went to Brook. We ain't have to go nowhere.
So you say your homie called me D Bills, and he from
No,
West?
no,
and he-
my cousin.
Oh, he from West. He from uptown.
No, my cousin. He from uptown.
He from uptown?
He is an uptown faithful nigga. You know how y'all is.
Shout him out, man.
Yeah,
Shout out my
man.
uptown brother, man. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Uptown special to me, man. That's
Fuck
like
yeah, shout
that's
out to my cousin
That's
Jimmy.
born and raised for me, man. Sam know that. Like I'm born and raised uptown. Like came home from the hospital uptown,
Me too.
Temple Road, Wadsworth Avenue. I originally bucking them like the shout out my brother Buck, man. Bucking
Yeah,
them
shout
like
out Buck.
shout
man.
out Leaf Buck, man.
I finished this for
Buck be like in the mess with me, man. But like, man, you from Wadsworth, you from Wadsworth, bro. You know what I mean? But
I ain't never dig you. Used to live back. where I
yeah, born when I came home from the spittle. I lived on Temple, that 100 of Temple. Probably it was like the 86, 8700 Temple, whatever. Whatever was right there by Wadsworth. I lived there till I was like 3 or 4. And then that's when we moved to Rugby Street. So
then you good.
no, that's when we moved to Thoron, and then we moved to Rugby. So I got to Rugby but you know Thoron and Rugby
Rugby's
is
a
right
block
there.
away.
You know what I
It's a
mean? So
driveway away.
yeah, like about time we hit Rugby Street, I had to be like 7 or 8, and that's when you jumping off the porch at that time. Well, for me, I was. You know
I
what I
say
mean?
at 8, nigga.
Yeah, that's when I met Stacks. That's how I met Stacks. Stacks was right across the street. Me and my brother, shout out Mark Morrell. Me and Mark started writing rhymes together. You know what I mean? Actually, the first time we wrote rhymes were together. We had to be 8 or 9 years old, bro.
Shout
right
out
on my
Av.
steps, man. Shout out every Ave, you know what I mean? The second generation of, Rugby Street boys, man. And these is my brothers, man. Guys that come from my lineage, man. These guys is doing great things, man.
The tree is fruitful.
They're doing great things,
tree is
man.
fruitful,
Av got
man.
Sound Genius Recordings with some of the greatest artists in the city right now is going through there recording. Leaf Ward, Rocky, Oh That's Ryder,
And he gave me a message for y'all.
Son of the 215, whoever you could think of.
Reach out to
is in
every
there, man.
Ave. He trying to work with y'all, man.
Most definitely.
And he a boss. So when he say it's that time when he trying to get out there and work with more people, Tap in with him, man. Sound Genius Recordings.
I'm smoking studios right now.
Right up in
It's
Uptown,
it's
man.
it's
Live
great,
in Uptown,
a great
man.
studio. It's beautiful in there. It's comfortable in there, and he know what the fuck he doing with everything in there. So
I gotta
go get
tap
with my
in.
guy, man.
And shout out my brother Mark Morrell, man. Mark Morrell
Absolutely.
just dropped the whole EP with
I saw
Lady
that.
London.
I saw that.
Whole joint with Lady London, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he was producing and writing records for Empire at one time. Like they
Absolutely.
both were. You know what I'm saying? Av then responsible for some of your favorite Philly rappers sound right now. He working on Ab Lava and Spado new project. So
Absolutely.
these is guys that come from my lineage, man. Av will tell you
for sure.
every Av will tell you in a minute, like, you know what I mean? I grew up rapping, wanting to rap because of D Bills. Like he was who inspired me. Him and my
And
brother.
check out the Sippin with Sammie episode with every ad,
Got
because
to.
we definitely got into a lot of history.
My God,
and
great episode, man. Great episode.
Appreciate that.
Great episode, man.
I was proud, man. It felt good.
You gotta be.
It felt good.
Gotta be
talking
proud
to
of little
him,
bro, man.
And damn, all the accomplishments. When you talk to somebody, especially it's been a while since I've been able to really sit down and talk to him since he was a young guy.
Since he was a buck.
I can see where he's going because of how he's talking, and that's important.
His mind is just,
You know what I mean? He not on no flu shit. He not trying to crumb.
and the simple fact that he put that studio together with
By
his
hand.
bare hands, man.
By
And
hand.
like, oh man, like when you pull up there, you'll see Tbezy. You go through there, you ever get a chance to record there. It's a beautiful spot, man. Great
dope spot.
vibe,
Dope
great
spot.
energy, great engineer,
You
great
probably see
person
one
to
of y'all
work
making me wanna
with.
fucking go there.
Oh
when
man,
you get
listen,
there.
I'm telling you, you should, my brother. You should, man. Go get that A1 sound, that A1 quality, man. And these been my guys since day one, man. So, anywhere or anything I ever did, even as far back as the Aziz days, even with shout out Mozart and Aziz, like when I became part of that, situation, I brought my guys with me. They was always my brothers was always part of my plans.
And
you know
that was
what I'm
part
saying?
of what he said in the pile when he was like, "Yeah, we got the first Pro Tools box from y'all." I'm like, I remember.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And like, that's one of them things that Z's knew what he was doing when he gave them that. He didn't. They might
He
not have
seen
known.
something to add.
They knew they needed it, but they might not have known what they was going to do with it. He knew what they was going to do with it. I think he saw that. You see what I'm saying? And that started the progression and
Z's got the magic eye, man. Like
the beginning of them having their own situation.
he has the magic eye, man.
Mm-hmm.
He seen something to Av as far as that. He seen something to Mark. He seen something to me with
You saw
the
something in you first night y'all met.
with the whole rhyming thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's my brother, man. That's another one that's always in the plans, man. Shout out Mozart. Mozart, what's up, baby? State of
Yeah, I
emergency,
fuck
all
what you
major
said
platforms,
about that shit.
man.
I fuck with what you said when you said the brothers was always part of the
Always.
because like that's how I am. Like niggas that
Shout
ain't
out to
here,
Nine
niggas that
Rich, they was
ain't that
around.
just can't do
Definitely.
it for whatever reasons they can't. You know what I mean? Just know, you know what I mean?
Stay that, keep that energy,
Do what you gotta
because
do. You know what I mean?
loyalty
'Cause I'ma
brings
keep-
forth
I'ma
royalty.
keep going. I'm going.
Yeah,
And
man.
Twist-
I'm always
Twisters-
make sure I'm putting other motherfuckers on them. I always keep grinding because that's what it's about.
I'm gonna tell you what happens, right? Niggas get frustrated because of their progression of lack thereof, right? And then they start looking around at other people and they like, we not working in the same direction. That's why I'm not progressing. Where sometimes you just gotta let go, let niggas run their race,
There you go.
and then meet back up.
There you go.
When everybody has
this.
position
What you
to make
got?
the situation greater.
what you got?
Because
Dump it
it'll
all
be
on the
better
table.
than what you imagined before. Because before you imagine having to carry a couple folk.
There
You
we
let
go.
motherfuckers go and run, they could carry some shit with you.
There we go, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go,
And
bro.
I think people get frustrated and they start looking around too quick.
No,
Don't look around. We still going this way.
yeah.
If
You
you, ain't
always
going
gotta-
this way, then
yeah.
you gotta look here.
You always gotta keep in mind it's never I, always we. That's
For
it.
example,
I love when Swiss say no big eyes and little U's.
yeah.
I love that
For
shit.
example, like back then when we was running with Mozart, when we had the crib on Philolina back Mount Airy backside, shout out to town.
Raising hell. Shout out
You
to
know what I
Pops.
mean? Shout out Finley Playground, all that. You know what I mean? What was that, Rube? What was that? Dang, my son wasn't even born yet. I would like to say 2005.
About to say 4 or 5.
6,
somewhere
maybe
around
5. Yeah, I just came out of high school, so I say yeah, probably like 5. You know what I mean? And but soon as I get with him, you know what I mean, Sam take me to my man, introduce me to Mozart. Boom, boom. We go on from there. He feeling me, I'm feeling him. We start working. So I bring my brothers along. You know what I mean? I had a group at that time. Shout out my brothers, man. HP, Mark Morrell, Every After, Luch, Bucky, The Prophets, man. Peace up,
Peace
Militia.
up.
You know what I mean? I bring my brothers with me. Now, mind you, the deal was for me, but I'm like, yo, I'm bringing my brothers with me because I know that that's gonna grow. Like he gonna feel my brothers,
Right.
And that what she did,
Right.
But I'm saying that to say, here we are, 20 years later. My brother Mark Morell is in Atlanta. He lives in Atlanta. He's an engineer out of Atlanta. He records from there. That's where he do everything at.
Right.
Like I can't see my brother, every day like I want to see him. You know what I mean? Because he's in Atlanta. You know what I mean? He tell me all the time, come down, just come down. But when I am down there, I pull up on him, and it's like we
Pulled up
never
last
left.
year, right?
Last year, got a record knocked out. Me, him, and E-Ness, 100 in the Pandemic. Go streaming right now on all
That
major
part.
platforms.
I done made 100
You know what I
in the
mean? Please go stream that. Gave me the beat, produced me a crazy record. Got E-Ness on it, and that's because my brother's always in my plan. I don't care if I'm only there for 5 minutes in Atlanta. First thing I'm thinking when I get off the plane is I got a link with my bro. Then I'll go do everything else. I'll go hit the club, play with whatever I'm going to do. Got to get with my bro while I'm down here. I can't see him as much as I wanted when we was in the city. He down here doing his thing. I'm up there doing my thing. But when we in the same spot, we got to work. That's how you do it, and that's what he was just saying. That explains what you were just saying. Long as that the vision is still this way, no matter where we at.
I think
you
that's
could
crazy.
be in Japan. Hey, Rue, when you touch back down here, but we got to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's how you win, man.
Nah, people gotta have that same energy with the motherfuckers
Gotta
that's
have
right
that
around
energy,
them too.
man. Yes,
because
yes,
you know what I mean,
sir.
when niggas say it's time to work, you just gotta go. Because I
Yes,
was just
sir.
about to say that's exactly the shit that just
Yes,
happened with me
sir.
and Face.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
me and Face been cool forever. We already know. You know what I mean, it's just always
Yes,
mutual
sir.
respect. You know what I mean? But I heard this shit. I said that shit crazy. I need to get on that John. Boom.
Yes, sir.
2 days later, I'm on the John. Like you gotta have
That's
that.
what I
We just gotta move like that. When we move like that, they like a unit.
And that's why I tell
Unstoppable.
people all the time, like, man, listen, bro, if it's hot, you working and you really serious about what you doing, man, you ain't gotta ask me twice. Send it through, or I jump. However we gonna do it, I come through your session, you come through mine, and we get it done, man. You know what I mean? Because this is what I love to do.
Shout out to Nunu.
Shout out Nunu, man.
Cause you saying
what's
that,
up, Nu?
You saying that made me think of the record you got with her.
Come on,
And,
think of all the features I done jumped on lately,
and
Sam.
I mean, like, bigger than that.
If it's dope, it's dope.
One of my favorite
Love
songs
music.
from last year ain't come out yet.
What?
Sirens.
Oh, I gotta correct you, man. Shout out Dutch. Dutch
out now?
Dutch gonna grind us up about that
It's
part.
out now?
It's out now.
Oh, all right, that's
you know where you
word.
can get that at too? You can go get that and hear that on Dutch's latest release.
Numbers too.
Numbers. I could
Shout out to
do.
Dutch. She just had the event too.
He got me, Nunu, I think OT the Real,
Y'all gotta go play that Sirens.
Peedi
man.
Crakk, Shaheem the Rugged Child. Oh man,
That
the features
joint
on there is
crazy.
ridiculous. Shout out to Dutchie, man.
That joint
He
crazy.
did something with Benny,
He
right?
put out an
I mean,
extra, and
yeah, he
I'm
got
sorry,
Benny.
Dag, I forgot about not Benny,
not Benny.
No.
Conway.
Conway.
I forgot about that track. Listen, he put together an epic project, man. It was legendary. I love seeing Dutch in that space. I love seeing the ghosts rise to the occasion and do what
But
they
I
do
like
best.
that studio session
Oh man, it was perfect.
because you ran that play
I ran the play.
and you quarterbacked that whole thing and it made sense.
My first time really like trying my co-producer hand. I got a couple more records that's gonna come out
You
this
A&R'd
year
the shit out of
that
that.
I've been A&R, man. I know for some reason I know what people sound good on, man. So I heard
you
that
know.
record and I heard Dutch
That
all
air,
on
it's
it.
that air.
Yeah, I heard
the
the
music.
I
That's
knew it was a Dutch record, but I'm like, we need Dutch to
And I
tap
ain't
into
gonna lie,
this
man.
new era, and
This
that's
is
what
another
New
time
brought.
we gotta give it up to Z's.
Oh yeah.
When it came, like, one thing for sure, two things for certain. And I could go all the way from the artist down to South. Everybody that was in that building,
Yeah.
for them months that we spent in that building,
Talk to me.
got an ear, like, for not just what they want to hear. We hear this shit different.
Yeah.
Like, he really sat with us and walked
And
niggas
you know what
through
it was?
shit, man.
Everybody had their own little, like we all had a dope, conglomerate, but everybody had their own little relationship with Z's. Like it was times that you spent with Z's, just you and Z's. Might have been times where South spent with Z's, just her and Z's, or City, just him and Z's. Shout out City Lights, my
Absolutely.
Westfield OG, another Westfield great legend. You know what I mean? It might have been times that Mark or Av or me, but like my relationship with it, what I would remember with me and Z's, like me and Z's, like we would always be on angles. Like it'd be me and him. We trying to figure out how we gonna get some bud for the
I'm about to
night
say, I know exactly what you talking about.
because we needed to be on before we would go ahead and record, and we be in there and we get it, and it's just like, yo, I would look at it like, dag, this boy in the same situation as me right now. It's just I'm in the streets doing this, and he probably doing whatever he got to do to make his ends meet. But we both got this common goal to make this dope music, man. And that's why, hence, I keep my brothers in my plans. Swing around 20 years later, I link up with the bearded legend Philly Freeway. I need a banger. Who do I go to? The almighty Aziz, who is now Mozart, and he delivered. And that record is probably one of my best records now. I ain't gonna say ever because I got a lot more records to go, but as of right now, State of Emergency featuring Philly Freeway, produced by Mozart. Come on, man. And
remember we did the
it was nothing better than having my man produce that, man.
we did the FTA episode, and I asked Free. I said, "How did you feel when
Oh,
you
man,
heard
that's one of
that
my
joke?"
favorite clips, man.
I said, "How did you feel when
One
you
of my
heard
favorite
when
clips,
Son played
man.
that joke for you?"
And remember, that's the FTA episode, y'all. So I don't want y'all to be
FTA.
like, son, nah, this is me by myself.
Nah, I mean, listen.
that was me, Free, and Clemmy.
Who
Don't
the
forget
fuck
that.
is counting?
Go watch that episode too. You dig?
We only counted
But
positive
Sam
direction.
made a great comment that episode. He said, "How did you feel when you heard that, man?" And for him to start saying, making the beat, you remember he started doing. First thing is you and yeah, like you knew Mozart was great.
I already know the boy. I done sat there, just how you said y'all used to be there trying to figure it out. I used to go there through there even after we had that situation.
Come
Later on,
on.
when he came back from Cali, I go through there and we wake and bake. I play Monopoly on the computer, play
Come
a bunch of vibes
on.
while I'm playing Monopoly on the computer. Leave for 15 minutes or an hour, come back. He be making that type of vibe.
Cause you know what's
Like
great?
whatever, like if I play Currency for 45 minutes straight, this nigga would make the ultimate groove,
And he
ride
could
and
give you
smoking
that
joint.
R&B.
That's how I be.
He
As
could
soon
give
as you
that
get back in
R&B.
there, he in the
could
middle of
give
that
you
I'm a
thing.
big
He
Currency
could give you
fan,
that
too.
reggae.
Currency
He
be
could give you
having
that
shit.
rock. He give you
Like
whatever
whatever
you want.
I felt like, I used to kind of like program it into his head first thing in the morning, and he would make that shit, bro.
Cause it's nothing like
I wouldn't tell him to do it. I would just leave.
It's nothing like winning.
just had-
He'd be inspired. Like, you know what? I need one of them.
It's nothing like winning, but also when you win with your brothers, man. Like that record felt great to have a record with Free on it, to have a dope record out at the
full
time.
circle.
But it made it feel even better that my brother for over 20 years produced it. I get to share this moment with him. Like, oh snap, you got a Freeway record too.
Like this just ain't another John. Like this a John.
Remember we would be in the crib broke and no weed to smoke. Now look.
Yeah.
We never let none of that stop us. Keep loyalty brings forth royalty, man.
That part.
I could have went anywhere else and got that beat or picked any beat, but to have my brother on there, man, and him produce the record, come on, man, that was legendary, man. And I got a new
I thought it
record
was
out
perfect.
right now with
And when I
Freaking
came
Ray
back around, I
drop
think
too.
that was the first joint that I heard, and I was
Yeah,
like, all right.
we got a new joint called Ironic getting ready to come out, man, and that's produced by my man Dewey. And what's crazy about Dewey is Dewey then produced so many joints, but he's not a known producer, so people might not be knowing. So it made me feel so great to get Free on one of his tracks. He produced Philly Bonics. He produced the joint with me and E-Ness, Can You Stand the Rain? He produced what else he produced? Patience. You know what I mean? He's giving me
got
bangers
joints,
right,
right,
now.
right,
and now he got a Free placement.
Absolutely.
I sent him the record. He like, yo, I got Free on my joint. Like, he like, yo, thank you, bro, and this and that. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Thank you. Like, you made
about to
the
say,
beat. Like,
ain't
thank
no record
you.
without the beat.
You know what I mean? But I'm so happy to share this moment with you because loyalty brings forth royalty, man. Just be loyal, and that's one thing that's another Philly gem. Like, you know, come on, man, where you gonna find? Like, that's what we prideful, man. It's that, you know, that's Philly, man. That's us, man. We care about our people. We care about, you know, our loved ones, man. So that's like that's a part of the whole new Philly franchise and you know the campaign. Like, we got to be about us, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want to work with some heavy dope producers and your Dr. Dre's and your Yeezys and your Pharrells, but if I know my man got that twerk, you know what I'm saying? And I could get him a crazy look off of my look, why not? Let's
I was
go.
just about to say,
Come
Russell
on.
Westbrook, why
Come
not?
eat off of this plate with me.
And no bullshit, like, even with, I'm running around doing media, but I'm also on the artistry side. The same dudes that support me on the radio every week is the same ones that's doing most of my production.
Come on.
And it's not because of that.
Come on.
It just happens that way.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? We supporting each other.
That's it.
Effortlessly,
What
and then we
does it-
wind up in the same room
What
all
does
the
it
goddamn
cost?
time.
What does it hurt? What does it hurt, bro? What do
You
it
know what I
hurt
mean?
for me to take some time out of my day to come sit down with my brother on this platform and talk, you know, talk what we love? What does that hurt? That don't hurt.
And honestly, shout out to Font Productions. Shout out to
Fine
K.
Production. Shout out K.
We gonna have this conversation.
Yeah, I know K. You ain't know I knew the words, K. Don't be sitting back there trying to be modest. You got to bang out right now, K.
Oh, she got one.
She got
She done
one.
caught one.
Yo, let me see.
Look,
your
I see her little bop. She be like, yeah, K.
But like because of her, this is a conversation we would be having any fucking way. Because one thing that I said back when we was on Philolina was, yo, whenever y'all take off and start doing your thing, make sure y'all find time to get a drink, smoke a L with me, and get a grub with me, and let's talk about where you at and laugh at where we was.
That's what they don't even dig.
Like that was the plan, but now y'all get to see it because we have a Font Productions and I got a set in a situation. But this conversation was what they
me
owe
and
me.
my man doing right
They
now.
owe me this. I don't
We've
ask
been
niggas for
doing
cars.
this for the last 20 years. We see each other. Yo, what you got going on? What you got going on? I'm doing this. All right, I got that. Boom. For him to be sitting right here with this platform and as beautiful as it, look at the layout, man. Come on, man. Shout out the background. Shout out the backdrop, man. Like, look at what I'm doing, man. We just stepped off tour with the goats.
Just heavy.
With
Again,
the goats.
another
These
one.
some same Philly boys, man. Look, get a good look
Used
at
to
us,
be on
man.
the bench
Remember him? He
all
used to be
day.
on the bench, man.
Anybody
Used to
sign
ride
jump
past the
before
parking
you
You know what I
sign?
mean? I used to be pitching them things, man, in front of the store, man. That's them same guys, man.
cats.
Them same cats, man.
Same cat.
Yeah, that's how it gotta go. That's how it gotta be, man. So for that to be that, come on, man.
And the crazy thing is, wasn't
brings
nobody the
forth
bad guy back then.
Nah, man.
Niggas was figuring it out.
It's all about the intentions, man.
Once we built the
That's
studio up, I started running harder in the streets to make sure motherfuckers could maintain and make moves.
I caught my first case in that studio, man.
It's the end game. That's what shit attention.
Pull it up,
I mean,
attempt to deliver, manufacturing and distributing. You know what I mean? Came out and went right back to the booth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And made a promise to myself, like, all right, hold up. Slow up, youngin'. Like, pump your brakes.
Took me a little longer.
This is what you want to do, right? So you gonna have to slow down a little bit and really focus in on this and hone your craft. And it's crazy because we talking about that Philly music, fillings and all that. Philolina was the name of the street that the booth was on. Philolina, that's crazy.
Yep.
Shout out the backside, man. Shout out Uptown, man.
And real
forever,
quick,
Uptown forever.
little backstory on how I
I
got
know
with
y'all
Z's.
some uptown niggas. My
Uptown
my
forever.
auntie live on a block called Philolina. So
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and that
shit.
shit is
It's
uptown,
only one
so that's how
Philolina
I-
uptown.
I
So
about to say,
auntie, yeah, she was on that block.
no.
She probably was back the end because what Philolina stretched a little bit, almost to what, like a little bit back Dogtown. Yeah, back Dogtown.
well-
They probably stretched to like what Germantown there.
It go right back there because then you at Lincoln Drive. After that.
Exactly. So yeah, shout
So-
out auntie, man. Shout out auntie. What's up, auntie?
But no, like the funny thing is you mentioned the park, and like that's how I met Z's sitting
Wow,
on that
yeah, I
bench
know
every
this story.
day. You know what I mean? Until the fact that like he was like, "Yo, I fucks with you.
I know this story.
I do music. What you? You know what I mean?" And I'm like, I'm not even saying I do music. He just on some shit like, "Yo, I just want you to come through and listen to some of my shit, smoke, chill." I'm like, "All right, cool." It start pouring down raining one day, and I'm out there in my bag, and I look around and I'm drawn because there's nobody out there with me. I'm the only nigga under a tree in the rain. It's hot as a motherfucker.
On the corner in the rain
You know
about
what I'm
my
saying? So I'm
money.
like, you know what? Let me go somewhere and chill for a minute. And he lived around the corner. Philolina
Booyah.
around the corner. So I walked to his crib.
Perfect.
And that was the beginning of history.
That was the beginning of
That-
history.
You know what I
man.
mean? And it was just like, damn. Follow your whims sometimes. Just go
Shout
with
out
it.
Sippin with Sam, the bro
Just go with
introduced
it,
us. Who
man.
would have knew? Me, Almighty Freezer in the future.
Yo, that
Shout out Sippin with Sam, the fam introduced us. Who would have knew? Me, him, Almighty Freezer in the future. That's crazy. Who
Well,
would have
we-
knew that then?
That part.
no.
Did we know then when you said young, somebody I want you to meet, he got beats. I think you need to meet this boy. When we step into that studio, who would have knew then what would happen now? Ain't that crazy?
I felt like y'all would win together. I wasn't sure if I would
Come
be
on,
around.
man. Come on, and that's what I was about to tap into. I was about to say it's crazy because I feel like God put people in your life for reasons, man. Back then, I was young and I was building and back then, we ain't have no. Get it straight. We ain't had no YouTube, no Facebook, no Instagram, no none of that. That's why I say I survived a lot of eras, man. A lot of Philly eras, man. I'm 36 today. Not saying my birthday today, but today I'm 30. At this moment, I'm 36, man. At that time, I had to be like in my young teens getting ready to hit 20s and stuff. But we ain't had none of that. So my buzz was my buzz. So I knew a lot of cats in my neighborhood that would make me spit or come get me to battle or come find me to be in a cipher. And this was one of them. And for him to say, yo, listen, I know you got the battles and all that, but I want you to go somewhere where you can make some dope music with somebody I know that can, and he's plugged. Because not to mention Mozart, Aziz was producing stuff for Rough Riders. I done been in Quad Studios with him having a photo shoot. Running the young gunner. I done
met D&Y though.
I done wrote Ramadan. I done been sitting with Bulai writing, and Bulai walk in and he done drag on this around. Shout out my man Mozart. You feel me?
My man.
I bet niggas like niggas
like we ain't gonna act like Mozart wasn't heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy. But everybody excited to see.
For out of all them people in my neighborhood that I've known to do that, for my man right here to say, all right, come on, yo, let's go meet this boy. It's this boy that live around the corner. I'm probably in my young boy back squad. What you talking about, man? I ain't trying. What? Boy with the dogs. I ain't trying to meet this boy go no sting out no dogs.
Because he was the boy that used to be at the park with this pit bull that everybody loved. This pit bull. He had a brindle that was like beautiful, and everybody's the big boy with the dog. That's who he was.
Come on around, man. Come meet this boy. As soon as I whatever, however we do it, and we connect. And you know what I mean? That's things like that is beautiful, man.
Well, he asked me to facilitate something, and it made sense. He literally was like, "Yo, I'm trying to get back in my bag. I know you know a bunch of niggas around here that rap. Like, who you know that's nice?" And I'm like, I know a lot of nice niggas. But then I had to recant that, and I'm like, but who's worth the opportunity? Like, who would be prepared if a nigga say, "Yo, we gotta make a song right now"? And I'm like, the only person I know that's always prepared every time was him.
My young ass missed the first meeting. My young ass.
And yeah, and I'm chilling. I'm holding off plays and all that. He never show up.
But you listen, you know what's crazy though? Z's will tell you this. I walk in, so now he finally get me there the next day. Come on, cuz you not gonna bullshit today like this.
And I'm not there.
All right, Rook, I'm coming. No, for real, squad. I'm coming this time. I get there, boom. I walk in. He got his old demeanor. Like, yo, all right, what's up? I got my whole demeanor. Yeah, what's up with you? What's going on, bro? Like, he like, all right, let me hear something. He play a beat. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna spit something. I spit, but I'm so going off on this beat. Like, damn, this boy's crazy. He going off on my bar. Oh, this young boy is hot. And it was like match made in heaven. You feel me? And my man lined that up. And for us to still be here at this moment, man. Loyalty brings forth royalty.
That's not a me thing
it's
as much as that's a y'all thing. Because like I said, he
was
asked
a
a
us
question,
thing.
And you was professional enough for me to be like, then if I got to bet on a horse,
come on.
You know what I'm saying? Who I'm betting on? Because you know, bro.
And
the
shout
town
out
was
the
giving
pole,
it
man.
up.
Was we? Come on,
the
man.
town was giving it up.
I could have tap into the rich history of Uptown. Hell yeah.
That's why I need somebody that know what this hip hop shit is.
That's why I say I survived the many eras of this Philly thing, man. Like, man, Uptown, man. You had some great spitters up there, and don't forget, like, you know what I mean. You got great spitters all over Philadelphia, but Uptown, like, you had Cassidy. I mean, you got Sis. Sis came through the town. Me and Sis had a legendary battle one time. Shout out my brother Cicero, man. I was actually one of the first people, probably was the first person he battled when he came uptown. You know what I mean? Cheek and Vok.
How about my man Haas?
Haas was a beast. Shout out that's rugby street.
And y'all ain't never seen Haas. And Haas is.
Oh no! How about my man Walt?
Yeah, Walt used to get crazy.
True Hustlers.
Bro. Yep, True Hustlers.
True Hustlers.
Yep.
I mean, if y'all remember True Hustlers, hop in the comments right now, man. If you remember True Hustlers, man. Shout out True Hustlers. True Hustlers was like the major figures of Uptown. You know what I mean?
They had their CDs and all the.
They had the CDs and the posters and the promotional truck. Like, that was the first real group that Dumb, and I think it was Glissed Out or Iced Out, or one of them Chased the Rapper, and I'm like, they had they CDs pumping all through Uptown. Like, Uptown is, yo.
It was competitive back then.
Yeah,
It's like
man.
We all know each other.
And I was a young pup, so to be a young guy competing or spitting with some of the older guys, like on that level, that's what I feel like kind of got my buzz to where it was at. And then I was doing a lot of battling. I remember Moody's on the Pike had a little competition. And if y'all don't know what Moody's on the Pike was, only me and Sam gonna know what that was. Right now it's called Moonlight. If you were Uptownian, you really remember Moody's on the Pike. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Moody family. Jay Moody, what's up, all my guys. You know what I mean? But they used to throw battles in there, I think on like Monday nights or Tuesday nights. Shout out Uncle Smoke, my man Smoke, man, Rugby Street OG. Used to take me through there on Mondays, and I would win him a bag every time, man. Mopping niggas. You hear me, Tbezy? Mopping them.
But Tbezy, you don't understand. All they parties used to turn into cyphers.
Mopping niggas. Different.
When they was in middle school and high school, and they used to have parties like it was the spot Lakey's. They have a Lakey's party. It'd be a bunch of chicks in there. The old heads would be pulling up. These niggas would be in the driveway battling.
Going at
in
it.
the parking lot battling.
Going at it.
Like everything they did turned into something. And like I said, the OGs was always pulling up. So it could get as crazy as it got to get as far as like who you rapping against.
Because you know what it was.
You ain't just rapping against 15-year-olds. Like
it was that, you know what I mean? First of all, I gotta shout my brother out. I gotta shout Leaf Buck out again, because if it wasn't for my brother, if it wasn't for Leaf Buck, I probably would have never started spitting. Like, you know what I mean? I would have never really brought it to the masses, because my brother, he played ball. So we out of all of my little clique, me and him lived on the same block. Like, so we would always, at the end of the night, it would always be me and him. Like, once everybody break up and get ready to go their own ways, go in the crib, me and him always got to take the walk home together. You know what I mean? Because we live on the same block. But he was always nice and ball, super nice.
Leaf was super nice.
We made, one year he went,
by the time he was 13,
he was ranked one year as one of the top point guards in the city, man. I still be thinking about what my man could have been. Well, he's still gonna be something great, but what he could have been in ball.
Yeah, Leaf great now.
We made a pact, like, you know, I'm gonna get us out with the ball shit, or you gonna get us out with the rap shit. So he would always be pushing me with the bar work, like, yo, spit that night. No, man, you gonna battle this boy. No, you gonna spit, like, bringing people around. Like, I remember the first time I met Kyrie. First time I met Brown was bars. Buck bringing him around, like, no, you just gotta hit my man. You gotta hit him. Like, that was my first manager. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I told you, and I didn't think you knew. I think I said it on air though. I don't know which show, but when I was introduced to you, when I was like, yo, so who the tall one? It was like,
wow.
They was like, yo, he the rapper.
Right.
Like, he was like, everybody was basketball players.
Yeah.
Everybody, and it was like, he the rapper.
And back then,
He was the tallest.
Back then, it was you know, it was all about representing your block or your neighborhood, or, you know what I mean, your crew. So I was the only rapper out of my team. That's what made it special for me. I was the only I mean, it was other rappers, but I was the first one. Other cats was like, you know, all right, I'm about to start. I'm about
and
to write
niggas
some
got
shit.
nice.
And niggas definitely
Coop
got
got
nice.
some shit.
Oh,
H
man.
got some shit.
All of my guys was nice, man.
Just talked about
all
Mark
of them was
and
nice, man.
like,
All of them was nice, man.
Niggas had some shit.
You know what I mean? But that's what I was doing from day one. That was always my thing.
It was a different thing. Like niggas, everybody, you know, when you was growing up, you was doing this and that ain't work out. Then you started doing that. Like, no, he was the rapper.
And then it was like, and then it
was
that,
the rapper.
And then it was the simple fact of, like, you know what I mean? When them moments came where shit got real, like if it was, we was at a party or a park or something and a battle jump off, and now it's like, oh, this person say he want battle. Everybody that's just starting, like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I gotta step up and fight that war.
You know what
I'm saying?
Like,
because I'm the one that's seasoned and ready. And that's what happened a lot as a young cat, as a child. Like, because 13, 14, 15, you still a child. I'm still a kid. I remember one time, me and Reed was supposed to go at it. Reed was supposed to be on his way uptown. Shout out Casino in Maine. Me and Casino in Maine, I battled both of them one time. You know what I mean? Me battling both of them. And they weren't no joke. These boys, these is all cats that was giving it up. Like I told you about the sis battle. Me and Cheek went at it. We had numerous occasions where we was about to go at it, and Cheek was a Viking.
Everybody was
Viking.
Yeah.
Viking, man.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? So in that era, to be able to hold your own in that era, and then the transition into the, you know, the DVD era, and I always kind of like to say I kind of was on, you know, that was my hiatus, was the DVD era, because when the DVD era hit, I hit around like 2005, 2006 maybe. We were all already off the porch in the streets, so it was like Catch Me If You Can on a DVD, like, you know what I mean?
But the funny thing, and that's what I was about to say about when you talk about all these battles and ciphers that used to go down, Uptown is a little bit different, and you seen it on the DVDs.
Yeah.
Because we got driveways.
Yeah.
So like, whereas everything that happened in some hoods always happened at the park on a certain block, and there's always 100 niggas there. There's so much shit that happened. There was just 5 niggas there.
Yeah.
Because like space and opportunity, nigga,
Yeah.
park up out front, park on the side of the block, walk this way.
And
You know
shout
what I mean?
out to
And
all them cats
driveways.
that had legendary verses on them DVDs from Uptown. Like, people had legendary verses, but when you got an Uptown rap on them DVDs and they gave a legendary verse, you never forgot them dudes.
Start my own Rite Aid on
and
Morton and top of
you
Hock, and
never
importing that out
forgot
the
them
clock.
dudes.
Shout out my guy 1000 Proof, man.
Because at the end of the day, that was around the time where really Uptown, we ain't get our just
every
due
day,
yet.
though.
We ain't get our just due yet. It was like, Uptown, yeah, like they all, man, they got the driveways and trees and this and that and the third. Them guys is pretty boys. They want to play ball. They want to take your girl and all that. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Then you got your Cheeks and your Vox and shout out Mac Dub. Remember Mackie? I
Mackie.
love my niggas. I love my guns. And
Mackie.
I'll put your
And
brains
Mackie
on
was
your
mad
white
young.
Air Force Ones.
They went on tour with the Roots.
He was signed with the Roots.
Truck and
This
Mackie.
guy was from Uptown.
Yep.
Come
he was young as shit.
on.
Young
Come
as
on.
shit.
Cass had the crib. I'm like, come through Limekiln Pike. I'm like a celebrity there. That's Uptown. That's the Uptown block. Cass had the crib, smack dab in the middle of Uptown, man. You had so much, and even now, man. Shout out Quilly, Core, and P&B Rock. You know what I'm saying? Diamond Cuts. So many legendary people. Me come from Uptown, man. I loved it. Listen, Uptown, man. Listen, and we got our just due, man. Like, it was a time where people was forgetting about Uptown, not forgetting about us, but really wasn't giving it the way, because I like to think it was a lot of reasons. We was close to the county, so people would be like, oh, they from the county, or you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the driveways and trees, and this was a place where people would go on the weekends. Your cousins would come on the weekends to visit you Uptown and shit. Like I said,
It's different till you sit down and half the block is Uptown niggas did some crazy shit.
My grandma, like I said, was from down north, and I remember I never had a big brother growing up. My big cousin, shout out my cousin, man, rest in peace, my cousin Art, man. Like, he came uptown to live with me, and you know what I mean. Like, he loved it Uptown, man. Like, Uptown was so dope, and he was a North Philly boy through and through, but he loved Uptown. Like, you know what I mean.
I ain't gonna lie, growing up Uptown, niggas used to say what they wanted. And we used to party
and
everywhere.
I know y'all already.
We used to party
because I'm under Roog, so that when they was off the porch, we was still on the block. We wasn't allowed to leave the block yet. They was already off the block,
bro. We
going
was
to
in
the
dances,
parties and all that.
We was in dances when half the niggas in there was from Richard Island, and we running around screaming Uptown.
You know
they bumping niggas, intimidating niggas.
They was carrying it.
End of the night, we done bumped these niggas back so many times. They like, we fuck with y'all. Where y'all from?
Yeah,
Mount Airy. We don't even say Uptown. We just say Mount Airy. You know what I mean? Because niggas was scared to say that back then.
Yeah, facts.
Like, it was different, dog. And I got the big airbrush Uptown Finest hoodie way before the tattoo.
It was different then,
like,
man.
It was just different.
Everybody from the town was repping the town, so we was repping so hard because it was like, yo,
y'all
like,
keep acting crazy.
They not giving us our
But when
just
I used
due.
to go back home, though, when I used to be Uptown and it used to be nighttime and I used to be chilling, I used to be like, yo, I wouldn't want to live nowhere else right now.
Nowhere else, man.
Like, niggas could talk all the shit they want to. I come party with y'all where y'all at. We used to be in Southwest in some houses. We should have been in party.
I was just about to say, because that's the
shit.
one thing about being on the West Side. You don't go nowhere.
You don't.
You don't go nowhere.
No,
you might go to Southwest.
Going to Uptown for a West nigga is like going out of state.
You'll go to North if you know what I mean, if it's an after hour. Yeah. But then you right back up Drive Avenue, you know what I mean, or right through the park, you know what I mean, right back up the way, you know what I mean, right back up to the track. So
no, that's
it's
real
just like,
shit.
It was. You ain't
That's
had to
how
go nowhere.
Yeah.
I used to have money
really
waiting
had to
on
go
city.
nowhere.
The city used to act like.
And then
that
on
shit
top of that, it was
an hour
after
and a half
hours out
away,
there, so
bro.
you ain't had to go nowhere for the after hours.
He was like, yo, you gotta give me a minute. You know, I gotta get.
As far as shit.
Nigga, what you got to pack a lunch? Come on.
I was only accustomed to doing that shit because
But
sometimes I just slide up to just, you know what I mean, take care of my auntie garden and all that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you said
So,
you had one on Philina, so you was
Yeah.
you was familiar.
Like Rube said, though,
Slightly,
man,
just passing through.
I wouldn't want it to been from nowhere, bro. Especially like on the way you just described it. It's nothing like a summer night uptown. Man. Nothing like it, man.
When you just chilling,
Nothing like it.
man. Listen,
Driveways and trees, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's
can't-
nice. Got the grass and all that shit.
Nothing like it, man. Nothing like it, man. Nothing. It teaches. It gives you so much character, and you know what I mean. And it's like, yo, we got the best of both worlds. It's like, yo, we grew up with the, you know what I mean, with the right values, but then again, we all went through our own little shit. Like motherfuckers was still going through it. These is the rich addicts up here. These addicts up here, they got a couple of dollars. Like, you know what I mean, and with the driveways and trees situation, like it's so much wider and open and.
Not
Yo,
on top of each
it
other.
get dark
I
when
was
it
about
get
to say.
dark uptown.
I was,
You know
about
what
to
I'm
say,
saying?
real
I was
dark.
about to say on the west side, the closest you get to that is once you get to like Overbrook, you know what I mean?
Feel me?
67th Street, 68th, and all that, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
no, it get real dark.
When it get dark uptown, it get
Well,
dark. You heard Core? I'm from where it look nice, but it ain't nice. You know what I mean? That's real rap, man. So shout out to Uptown, man. Shout out to all the Uptown people that's doing it. All the Uptown artists that's holding it down. The Uptown platforms. Everybody from Uptown, man. You know, man. Listen, man. It's our time, man. Keep going. Keep grinding, man. It's your brother, man.
Now, before we wrap this situation up, man,
Let's do it, baby.
I need you to tell everybody what's out there and what's
Okay.
coming and how to get in tune.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, y'all already know what's going on right now, man. We got the We Don't Love 'Em tour that's going on right now, man. Next stop is Rem PA. By the time this air, we will be on our way to Rem PA. So when you see this, man, if you still got time, grab a ticket, come pop out, come growl at us, man. Philadelphia Freeway, Peedi Crakk, Memphis Bleek, Broad Street Bully himself, Beanie Siegel will be in the building, and a couple more surprises, man. And of course, Freedom Thinkers Academy will be in the building. Shout out Clemmy, Miss
Crack.
A.
Crack, let me tell you a secret, Crack. You a legend.
Come on now.
We had a whole argument with him
I
at
was just
GLOCAWEAR
banging
one
Crack
night.
early.
He wouldn't let us call him a
Free
legend.
be doing that too.
I said, Crack, you a legend, and you not gonna argue with me about it.
He say
"You
he ain't a legend."
like, bro,
Crack,
he
cut
he
it
told
out.
8 niggas they was
He only
lying.
feel
I
like
told him
that
I'm not
'cause
arguing with you.
You
Yeah,
only feel like that because
Not going back.
Crack, cut it out, Crack.
You a legend.
Coulda,
my
woulda,
boy.
shoulda.
Nah,
He
it is
said
what it
coulda,
is,
woulda,
like,
shoulda, never did. Hit the
I like to
lotto.
say King of Flow is for real. Like,
Get drunk, bust you in the head with the bottle. Come on, man. Come on, Crack.
King of
Peedi
Flow
Crakk
for
gonna
real.
be in the building, man.
God, man.
The legend, Peedi Crakk. Along with the legend, Beanie Siegel. The legend, Philly Freeway. The legend, Memphis Bleek. And some more people, man. Of course, Freedom Thinkers Academy, Son of 215. I'm gonna be in the building, man. So pop out to that. We got some more events popping out this year, man. Me and No Frills. Shout out my brother DJ No Frills. We working on putting something together, man. Some Philly support Philly situation, man. I don't want to speak too much on it, but it's on the way, man. Shout out to No Frills. And of
Definitely
course,
shout out to OG Frills.
yeah, of course, 1122, man, the whole conglomerate, Hennessy Cav. And as far as music, man, you already know it's out right now. I mean, the freestyles is out right now. I dropped the EP before the year ended, the Hidden Gems joint, man. People went crazy over that. That's out right now.
All
Yeah,
of
I
which
mean,
is in rotation.
yeah,
GLOCAWEAR.
all in rotation. Locked in the Album of the Year award off of that. Boom.
Talk heavy.
Yeah, but you know what I'm working on right now, and what I'm so excited about, man, is this the album, man. Success or Nothing, man. That's the album. People been on me about it because I've been screaming it for a minute, man. SON, it's a play on my name. It's an acronym, you know, Success or Nothing. Stepping on these niggas, you know what I mean? Like, it's on the way. The features is crazy. The production is crazy. The marketing is crazy. The
More of the
platform
usual.
is more of the usual, man.
More to use.
Just a little bit, just a little bit more adobo on it, a little bit more spice, man.
But say song.
We got some crazy records. We got some crazy
Yeah, that's my
surprise
shit.
guests on there,
No,
man.
that's my shit.
So I can't wait for y'all to hear it, man. You know what I mean? I can't wait for y'all to hear it. And outside of that, like I said, man, you got the movie coming out. I got an exclusive merch line that I'm gonna drop with the album with the SON joint. So you know what I mean. We bringing out some new merch just for SON, just for the project. You're gonna be able to grab that. Of course, you're gonna be able to get it at GLOCAWEAR. You know what I mean. Where else? Where else?
Yep.
And you know, man, we just grinding, man. And more music, more life, more good times, more Philly, man. More new Philly, man.
Bless
Know
us
me.
to the family, by the way, before, you know what I mean, we get
Oh
off the
man,
game.
listen,
part,
man,
that
and
part,
and
that
listen. I want y'all to know one thing, man. Whenever, wherever, however, and whatever you do, you better be sipping with Sammie. Man.
That part.
You understand that?
That
Remember the son
part.
told you that.
We'll drink to that. And then I'm going to need Tbezy to give me the same rundown after we sip.
You already know.
TB's.
Everywhere.
Guy.
GLOCAWEAR boy now. You know what I mean?
That
All-
part.
Shout out to G Shop.
Welcome
all
to
that,
the
you know what I mean?
family.
City of Dreams boy. You know what I mean? Working on M3 right now. I'm pressing myself because I keep talking all this shit about dates and then I be bullshitting, but it's about to get done. You know what I mean?
Dropping on y'all.
We might need to get you a
Whole
final.
lot.
I'm working on
Philly
that September
things.
16th. That September 16th is real close. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be going in the studio tonight to go, you know what I mean, handle some business on
No,
that.
Whole
you,
lot of
you about to,
Philly
you,
I'm probably gonna be.
you about to go to the studio tonight.
I'm going to the studio tonight after I
Okay.
holler at my man Pooh
All
G's. You know what I mean?
Tonight. DJ
Shout out to
Pooh
Pooh
G's.
G's, my guy.
Pooh G's got tunnel bangers
Pooh
directly
G's.
after this. So types having a Glock.
Tunnel
you know what I mean?
bangers.
Tunnel bangers directly after this. I'm gonna be on there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. You know, we pushing what they talking about. We pushing doing the most. You know what I mean? We still pushing. I ain't got time. We pushing all them hot ass singles because you know what I mean? That's what it is.
Yeah,
It is
we
what
got
it is.
Tbezy roasted.
Did we?
I'm chilling.
Listen,
It's the
I'm
Cavassier,
He
bro.
talk about
I'm feeling good too.
He talk
It's
about
the
I
Cavassier, bro.
might
Can I
go
get
check
drunk
out
and
Pooh
feeling
G's
good?
tonight. Like,
Can
bro,
I
you
get-
Ain't
better
no, I
go
might.
pull
I'm
up
going.
on my
OG.
I gotta go there. That's where I'm
Feeling
going
good, though.
directly after this. It's the Cavassier.
That's
I
all.
mean, you
And
know,
I'm sipping with
feeling
Sammy. You
good,
already
baby.
know. I ain't sip on the podcast in a
That's
minute. I'm
what it
always
is.
smoking.
You gotta drink it.
They,
You gotta
they
drink it.
always
You
see
gotta
me
drink it.
smoking.
I really
Y'all
can't.
cheating.
man.
I really can't get tore up. That's really what I was pulling. I just hit Sam because I wanted to get drunk on Monday, and I'm
Listen.
like, where can I go get drunk? Let me hit Sammy up and tell him I want to come through and talk about some stuff because I just want to get drunk.
Listen,
Crazy as shit.
and Tiff told me, she said, listen, you need to take like a month and just spend on music shit. I said, you know what? So let's start this week. And we're going to see how that go.
Boom.
So this Monday.
Shout out Tiff.
Sippin'
Shout out to
with
ladies in the
Sammy.
building.
Absolutely, man.
Sippin' with
Shout out to
Sammy.
ladies that y'all don't get to see that's behind the scenes,
Right.
making us
Supporting.
look great again.
Supporting.
The best tattoos in the room.
know what I mean?
Goes to the ladies.
That part.
Come on,
Yeah,
K.
man.
Sing it, K. Come
Sammy
on. Give
definitely-
me a bar. Come on, K. Just give me a bar of it. Come on, K.
Yeah, the
I
crazy
saw the
thing-
footage.
The crazy shit is, we was supposed to end the episode with a Sun song. You about to make us end with that.
I'd rather hear that.
We gonna play
Y'all
two.
can end the episode with
We
me.
gonna play
we gonna
both
get
of 'em.
two. I need to hear Kato and Sammy. I need to hear that, man, because that's my joint, man. I like what I like.
And I'm gonna play it for him right now.
I like
but
what I like.
man, it's been another fly ass episode, man.
That part.
Shout
Hey,
out
man.
to Tbezy. It's your first
I'm
time
not
on
a
my platform.
Cavassier, but we done.
This was a great episode, man.
It's
I
your
gotta
first
get to the
time on
next
my
show
platform.
anyway.
I appreciate you pulling up.
Yes,
Nah,
sir.
bro, I told you I've been trying to get with you. I was
listen.
late as shit the other day. I called him when it was over.
You
Yeah,
know,
he
Sam-
missed Fly Day the
Sammy,
other
this-
day.
I called him when it was over.
What's this? What
I
season
said,
is
bro,
this?
I said I was
ain't
getting
doing
dressed.
seasons, but we at 140 something episodes.
All right, so we gonna say this is.
3 seasons.
That's why K. I already knew K was going up.
I don't count
This is
seasons.
the third
Work.
season, and Sammy got this dope thumbnail this season, man. So
You see how this shit.
watch how our thumbnail about to look. It's about to be crazy. Third season, man. Come on, man. Come on now on my core voice.
My
Come on now.
guy, my guy is on the road, still
Come on
keeping
now.
his eyes on the
Come
home
on.
team.
I-
And I
why
appreciate
wouldn't
that.
I?
Dad.
Why wouldn't I?
appreciate
The
that.
thumbnail is ridiculous, man. Listen, I'm just trying to be the gatekeeper, man. If
No.
I see my brother doing it, I got to let him know.
Now back to
Keep
my
doing
flowers, and I appreciate my brother, son of the 215.
Love you,
man.
squad.
We
We
proud
here.
of you.
Thank you, bro.
You
Proud of you.
You just because you my brother don't mean that you stopped inspiring me.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? I'm still looking to you, and I'm looking
Yes, sir.
and it makes me feel better about the decisions that I make.
Look at God. Look where
You
we
know what
at,
I mean?
though,
Because
bro.
I got a few big ones right.
Look where we
and
at.
he one
man.
of 'em.
Yes, my
You know
brother,
what I mean?
man.
So it makes you want to keep giving people opportunities. It makes you want to keep reaching out to people and spreading love to people because you never know where it could go.
You gonna get 1,000 of these episodes. You gonna always see me on Sippin' with Sammie.
part.
You gonna always catch me on Flyboy Radio.
That
And
part.
I done got free to come through to holla at Sam. I done brought I'ma always, whatever I got going on, I'ma come holla at my
Clemmy,
dogs,
Miss
man.
A.
You feel me?
We
Shout
had
out the
a
whole
ball with
team,
LP,
man.
you
Yeah,
know
we
what
done
I
been
mean?
in Baltimore talking about what we do let's roll in our bag. Like that's what you do, man. Because like I said, the phrase for the day was loyalty brings forth royalty, man. And you got it from the sun, man. My brother Tbezy in the building, sipping with Sammie, man.
And that's what we doing, man. This
That
is
part.
Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. And if you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Get your fucking life together. It's already 2022. And we out this bitch like a newborn.
That's enough.
Dally all you want, we're running. Trying to make clear the path. Focused on our surroundings. Feed the block or clear the air. Dally all you want, we're running. Trying to make clear the path. Focused on our surroundings. Feed the block or clear the air.
Lucky lefty, be sure you bet me. My hook mean, my slide dream. Eyes never clean, never clear, never stop roaming. I got forever fears, healthy paranoia, balanced by marijuana. Sleeping, lost the trauma, up 10 years and counting. My brain storms while y'all snoring, never got sheep counting. But I fell asleep, counting type of shit you call slipping. Lazy eye, CBSN, them hits keep slipping, keep hitting. Uptown shit, might as well keep dipping. Four corners cover the board, I keep some kings with me, queens with me, the town too, the Ruben scene with me. If we can't figure it out, got the Yamins with me. With me, with me.
Dally all you want, we're running. Trying to make clear the path. Focused on our surroundings. Feed the block or clear the F. Dally all you want, we're running.